it's me, Nicole. Welcome back to the GGG Stadtbibliothek Basel online English story time. We have another adventure for you today, so open your ears and listen along.
Thanks, Nicole. Hi, I'm Tracy. Thanks for joining us for today's English story time online. We are going to read Greta and the Giants, inspired by Greta Thunberg's stand to save the world. Read with permission by Francis Lincoln Children's Books. Here we go. Let's see what Greta has to say. There was a girl who lived at the heart of a beautiful forest. Her name was Greta. One morning, things weren't quite as they should be. Greta stepped out into her garden, and there, huddled together in the shadows of the trees, were all the animals of the forest. A soft, silvery brown wolf stepped forward with his tail low to the ground. "Please help us," he whispered. "The forest is broken, and we don't know where to go. The giants are ruining our home." The giants had always been there for as long as Greta could remember, but now they were worse than ever. They were huge, lumbering oafs, and they were always busy. They chopped down trees to build homes. Then they chopped down more trees to build bigger homes. The houses grew into towns, and the towns grew into cities. They built factories and shops, cars and planes. They worked all night and all day until eventually there was hardly any forest left. But the greedy giants had forgotten how wonderful the forest was. They didn't see all the little birds, the bugs, the butterflies, and the bears that trembled in the shadows. And no one tried to stop them because they were afraid. Everyone except Greta. "Will you help us?" asked the wolf. Greta looked around her. The animals looked tired and sad. She had to help them, but how? She thought for a while. Then she had an idea. The next morning, Greta went to the middle of the forest and waited for the giants to come. She stood alone, holding a big sign. The big sign said, "Stop." She waited. She waited some more. On the first day, the giants didn't see her. They just lumbered on by. But on the fourth day, something strange happened. A little boy who had been watching Greta made a sign and came and sat right down next to her. He didn't say much, but Greta knew he felt like she did. Soon, more people and more animals joined, and they all had signs. "Save our forest! Help! We need to take action now." Before long, a huge crowd filled the forest, stretching out into the city and the roads beyond. They stood together and waited. The crowd was so huge that the giants were stopped in their tracks. They couldn't ignore them any longer. "Please stop," Greta cried. "Your greedy behavior is spoiling our home. You've broken the trees, trampled the flowers, and now the bees and the birds have flown away. These animals are homeless, and our forest is dying." After Greta had spoken, everything was silent. But then, everyone in the crowd began to shout, "The smoke from your fires is choking the air. Save our home. Please stop cutting down the trees. And mend my home," said the animals. "We need change. We need change now. We need to take care of our forest and live together. Will you please try?" They all said together. The giants shuffled and fidgeted and stomped their feet on the ground. They were embarrassed and a little bit sad. You see, the giants were so busy building, they didn't see what they were doing to the forest and to the animals that lived there. The giants felt terrible. "We're very sorry," they said, and they promised to try harder. So from that day on, the greedy giants weren't so greedy. They slowed down and they learned to sit quietly and take breaks. They stopped working all the time and they found new hobbies. They stopped chopping down trees and learned all about gardening and living in a forest. They cooked, repaired, tidied, and shared, and before long, the forest became more beautiful than they could ever have imagined. Now they're living a little bit together. They've got the forest and the city, but the trees and the forest grew to more than it was before. Does anybody know who Greta Thunberg is? Has anybody ever heard of her? Yes? No? Maybe your parents have? Maybe they showed you something online? She is an amazing, passionate young woman who lives in Sweden, and she is on a journey to protect the planet. And she is asking for everybody's help, young and old. She is trying to gather young people her age, younger, to start rallying and protect our earth, because that's the only way that it's going to work. We need everybody together. Greta makes signs. She makes signs. What do you think they say? Why do you think she makes signs? Why would you make a sign at home? Maybe to welcome somebody into your home, it says welcome. Maybe to say, "Don't come in my room. No visitors allowed. Knock first." Signs are for all kinds of things, everything. Greta makes signs, and in her story, she makes signs, and her friends and all the animals of the forest make signs. They say stop, they say listen, we need help. It's to get their message across, to get her message out, that they need help to save the earth. We sent you a sign. Small hands can change the world. Let's do it together.
Wash, wash, wash your hands, soap will make them clean. Scrub the germs till they fall off, they go down the drain. Wash, wash, wash your hands, soap will make them clean. Scrub the germs till they fall off, they go down the drain. Wash, wash, wash your hands, soap will make them clean. Scrub the germs till they fall off, they go down the drain. Wash, wash, wash your hands, soap will make them clean. Scrub the germs till they fall off, they go down the drain. Wash, wash, wash your hands, soap will make them clean. Scrub the germs till they fall off, they go down the drain. Wash, wash, wash your hands, soap will make them clean.
I just love hearing stories on a cozy afternoon. I'm so glad that you could join us. Stay tuned next time and next week at 3:30 for another story adventure.